synchronous apex and test classes. This is a very high level. If we go detailed of each one, okay. Now oops is nothing but it is like basically a number of concepts we can say. First, data tables, data types, and data types variables. What is variables? Okay. And what is the class? What is the method? Constructor. Parameters. Return types. Keywords. Operators. There are a number of things. Among those, we have concepts called oops concepts. We can say those are inheritance, encapsulation, abstraction, polymorphism, interface. These are the 5 main concepts you can say in oops. Under the oops, we can use, of course, this is just a concepts. To build these kind of concepts, you are going to utilize these all the things here. Okay, class you can do how to build a class and all. We are going to discuss about it. Triggers is kind of, you can say it's automation. As we know, we learn it about workflow, process builder, visual flow, approval process. Those are all things you can consider as a configurational automations. Certainly you have to learn if it is more complex or which you can't achieve from the configuration automations, there you have to define a build. You have to build through apex triggers. So you can say it's kind of automation only, but you are going to build a customized automations. That is called trigger. And you can say asynchronous apex in the sense basically a class which run line by line, means a code which execute line by line, that is called synchronous code, synchronous class, where it should run parallelly or asynchronously. Then you can go for the asynchronous apex. We have main 4 concepts in asynchronous apex. Those we are going to learn. Feature, method, viewable apex means it is a class. Batch apex, it is one more class. Schedule apex, it's one more class. Like this, there are 4 things which you should know about asynchronous apex. And if you return any class, any trigger, anything that required to be the test class, means which need to be deployed from one system to another system, you require a test class. Okay, test class which will validate the code which you have written the proper standards or not. That is called test class. Clear this one? Theoretically, you got to know what is it.
Yes.
Now let me explain a little detail about data types. See, data type in the sense, for example, we are trying to create a personal information. For example, there is a called candidate information or personal information. So, for example, a personal information you want required, first you need name, okay, name, address, email, phone. Likewise, you will get, right. So here basically you need to define name. Name is what is it? For example, Krishna. Address you can say somewhere like HYD Hyderabad. Okay. And email you can mention some name like something like .com. You can consider like this. Okay. So likewise, if you are able to make it, like, phone, email, something, you have to define. You define it. Now tell me, this is, you can consider these, whatever these are here. You can say in a programming language, you can say these are things are variables. These all things are values. So what is the data type here we have?
Name is
Data type.
string.
Now tell me, for this field, what is the data type?
String.
What?
String.
String. Here you can say, let me, before going to explain here, let me tell you first what are the data types we have. Then maybe you can easily tell that. So data types we have string. String is just text. You can say integer. It's a number with limited value or limited idea or whatever you can say. Similarly, we have one more also. It is a number only, but double. It's a number only, but more length. You can say it is a number with length more. You can say length in the sense size. You can consider. Okay, double, float, decimal. That's why we have for the numbering. Now, similarly, string, number, date, date and time, boolean, blob. Yes, objects. Likewise, we have. So you can consider this. Date is like a date only. Okay? Date and time, it's combination of date and time. Time is time only. Boolean is like, it's, you can say true or false. Blob, it contains the file name, file details. S object is nothing but Salesforce objects. If you say S object, Salesforce object, what does it mean? Custom or standard objects. Can anybody tell that what is custom and Salesforce objects? We did it multiple times. Can you give some examples for those?
Yes, standard object is predefined object given by Salesforce. Like
Can you tell
account,
me?
contact, like this. And the custom object we made for our business purpose. Like we build traveler, trip plan.
Very good, super. Traveler, we built, right? Travelers and trip and
Booking.
these are things we can consider custom objects, which we created by us, which is provided by the Salesforce. You can say standard objects. So we have a data type called S objects. So those details you can keep it in these S objects. You can assign to here and keep it. Now here you can, now based on this you can tell me what are the details we should have. Now tell me.
String.
Hmm?
String.
Yeah.
This one is also a string.
What is it?
A string. This one. Then integer, then date.
Yes. So likewise, if you want to define something, like this is the way you have to define. Now, Salesforce, now you want to print these all the values line by line generally. how you can print, we have a printing method called Salesforce system debug. Debug is a method, system is a class. Okay, Salesforce is providing a class in the class name called system, which is by default. Debug is a method which will print the value. Within that, if you mention anything as a text, for example, Krishna, it will print the value like that. So if you want to execute this value, where you can execute, you have to go and now just open the arc. You have to open developer console where you want to go write and all the things. Now try to understand here first what are the things are here. I can tell you before trying to understand this, I just execute it. I will tell you later on. See, this environment or this window you can consider as anonymous window. Okay, how it is open I can tell you, but how it is execute, how we can execute that you can see this. See, this is execute. Enter apex code whatever you written that you can write it over here. System, which is the class. A debug is a method. A parenthesis you should written. Inside that you have to written a value. This semicolon you can say terminate the line. The line will be end from there. That is called the line of this statement. So in within the this colons single quotation, if you written anything, that will be print. Okay, so whatever things you have written in apex code that you want to execute from here, you can come and execute here directly for the short test. Now here you can see open the log and execute and highlight it. If you want to highlight something, you can written n number of things and highlight it specially, then execute that you can execute. Or irrespective of that, if currently we have only one line, so directly click and execute. And if you select this one, open the logs, it will open the logs. Let me execute it. So I executed and see these many lines has been run. When you can see here, it is highlighted logs. If it is executed, it is automatically it is run these all the things. In this line, you can see that what are things are run executed, what are the things are moved it, or you can say it is run in the process of backend. If just only one line we written and execute it, but these many things are has been run executed. Okay, now see that user info, the person who has run that person and which time zone he is in, those are the things it is taken. Now execution is started, code unit is started. From where code unit it is execute anonymous window. So what is it here? These are the things are 5 lines or almost 7 lines it is run. Heap allocated, like heap is nothing but it's a size which is allocating by the bytes. Okay, 3 bytes first few letters and a few one other things are like, there are different bytes are has been associated or assigned to those particular values. Statement 1 executed. Statement is executed. Statement is executed. Now again heap size is run. What is the debug value is? What is the value is printing now? Debug. This value is printing. So debug is nothing but it's a printing method. So that it is user debug is printed. This value Krishna is printed. After that, cumulative limit is any apex or any code you have run it. You can see that it have particular limitations for each transaction. So one thing is executed, you can say that is a one transaction. Each transaction has a certain limitations. You can see this is a one interview question. If you may experience right because in tell me the governor limits.
Yeah, governor limits is limit.
Yeah, you can see here those are the limitations over here only.
Yeah.
They will get these questions triggered up. So see here number of queries 0 to 10 you can write in a single transaction. and 0 to 50,000 records you can rows or you can run it. Hmm?
Yes.
SYSL queries 20 only you can execute. DML operation 150. Number of publish immediate DML operations 150. Number of DML operations and the rows, the 10,000 rows will be processed, and heap size, I mean CPU timeout this one, heap size this one, number of callouts 100, number of email invocations 10 only, number of features 50, number of queuable 50. These are all things. Number of mobile Apex pushes. It's like mobile. You have mobile usage, app usage. There is you want to push some messages and all there you have limitations. So these are the governor limits. Okay, just I run only single line, but these are the things that run the backend. Okay, now let's try to, you want to see here there are a number of things there you want to select particularly, you can see that particular frame only. Enter the frame, what are things you want to see, that you can select this. And you want to see only executed thing statements, then you can see just selected executed statement only visible. And you want to see the debug only, then just select debug, just only you can see the debug things. Or you want to filter whatever things that you want to type over there, it will be filtered accordingly. Okay, so this window will came when you just click this, it will open this. For example, if I close this now, okay, now if I just click it and double click on this, it will open the same thing. Okay, so how it is, just it is logs will be open automatically when you click on that button or link. Now see here, you can see now, try to understand here, file. You want to create anything newly, an Apex class, trigger, Visual Force Space, VF, component, static resource, Lightning application, component, interface. These are things, among these, anything if you want to create it, you just come here and just create it. If you want to open old one, you just click open, Control O. If you click that, it will open. If you want to open the source resource, then you can just Control Shift O, it will come. Lightning resource also same. Open logs. If you directly Control G click it, it will open this one directly, log. And also see that if you want to download, if you want to see the open raw logs, if you just click that, see raw log is like this only. Also you want to see that in a download, you can click this also, it will download these logs. Okay, and you want to save the results, you can say close, these all things, edit basically you want to quickly set something, or you want to replace or something, or such a way you want to do something, then you can go for edit such a way. Debug logs, you can see this is called open execute anonymous window where I executed the code. If I click that, it will come again. Under the debug you can find. And execute last, if you say this, it will open again. What is executed last one, that will be executed again. And you can see a number of things, switch perspective, what kind of way you want to switch it, only log only preferred, or debugs, or whatever you want to do that in. And view logs, these are all things you can make it accordingly, auto hide logs and all, you can clear everything, change the log levels and all. These are all the statuses, you can make it accordingly. See here, some code you have run, you want to run certainly, you want to stop it, you want to do something, those all things you can maintain from here. Workspace, you can create different workspaces, like this org, you can create a number of kind of name workspaces and rename it, and all you can provide these ones. Help, you can get it, docs also, help docs, you can get it, you can go for there and get it, help docs. Clear now? The top.
Yes.
Now see here, even this frame also you got to know. Frame, execute, debug, and filter.
Yes.
Now this is a test, something you have a test classes and all. If you want to check it out that, and what is the result outcome, you can verify here. Checkout points, you can mention the checkout points, line to line you want to verify that, and what is the value you're getting, and all checkpoints you can get it and do that, you can do. queries you can execute over here and get it. I can tell you in a later on. But basically, SOQL or SOSL queries you want to run it, you can run it like this. You can see here some examples. Select columns from the type of the object and where the prediction. These all things you can do. View state, some view state is like, the file kind of size and all those on you want to verify over here. You can check it out. Progress, what is running and all, it is finished, what is status, it is in still in progress or it is in something you want to verify, you can find it over here. And the problems, any errors or any problems are getting on it, you can find over here. This environment you can say developer environment, developer console. Okay, there is no doubt, right?
No.
Now you all people try to build this kind of information in your own developer console and print the value. Tomorrow I will validate.
So the system.debug.
Yeah, from the system.debug, I want to find all the values.
Okay.
Means all the data types. Here I mentioned the multiple data types, right? All the data types you
So
can.
this is primitive data type, right?
Exactly, you are correct.
That's the different non-primitive data type also.
We'll talk about it in detail way. For now, you can make it as this just basic stuff.
Yeah. Of course. Okay.
Okay, guys, then we'll catch you then tomorrow. Practice and do that. Then you will get a lot of questions.
So, like 13 videos is only uploaded on YouTube. So, next
What is it?
on YouTube channel, on your YouTube channel, there is only 13 videos. Back.
13 videos. Okay, if your videos are missed, right? I will upload it. Actually, I need to get it. Padma, can you share the videos which you have recorded previously?
Yeah, only two.
Only two, only missing.
No, only two videos I saved. Past two videos. Because,
I uploaded. I will get it and upload it. Okay.
yeah.
Okay, guys.
So,
Then we'll catch you tomorrow.
right.
Hmm. But yeah, if you people practice only, you will get to know.